Good morning. Welcome back. Guys, I just got a message from the ancestors. There's somebody out there who have this message is for. You are already on a path, okay? But you've been having psychic dreams. You've been having creeping into your awareness on the astral levels, on your higher self level. You are in your meditations. I'm actually seeing somebody that is having two ancestors from your past step forward to guide you because they know that you have similar energy to them, and they made mistakes. They weren't perfect in the past, and they know this is something that needs to be healed in your line. Okay, and it feels like this is already feels like somebody that's a little bit maybe in your late 30s. Somebody's a little bit older. You're just not like spring chicken anymore, but you're already doing something. But you're getting this feeling, and when you meditate, you are having ancestors come in, and in your sleep, you're having ancestors come in and telling you they want you to shift your focus. They want you to totally change around because they know you have visionary. You have within you energies that you've inherited from them that are of a visionary, seer, seeker, shapeshifter, white buffalo I've got here, dream traveler, tribal spirit dancer, and they're wanting you to answer the call. This is something you might have been slowly creeping into your awareness for, say, maybe the past year. They're saying maybe even up to 2 years, where you're feeling a discontent with the previous job that you have, and you're thinking about maybe going back to school. And you're like, well, gee, I've been doing this job now I'm doing here for like 10 years, but yet I'm feeling called to do something else, and I'm just getting these little nudges. Your intuition, your clairvoyant, your intuition, your hunches, everything is starting to open up for you because of the portals that are going on, or the portals within your own ancestry line, and they're wanting you to answer the call. You are being called to step up and heal something in your past family line, and it's somehow been brought to your attention, okay? And the good news is that you are going to find this a more fulfilling journey than the journey you're on now. You're being called by your ancestors to step up. And in the future, as we go along this reading, you're going to see that this is going to give you a new lease on your life. All right. So I don't know who this is. I'm getting I'm picking up, again, like I said, somebody in their late 30s, early 40s. They're not really giving me an age. I'm just seeing this older person. All right. And you start talking to people about these intuitive hitches that you're getting, and the ones that resonate with it, that are maybe in the same age group or with the same similar skills or abilities, start talking to you about they may be having the same thing. You're not the only one, but I'm picking up on a specific energy. Now, this is one of those humanitarian things that's coming about during the Pluto and Aquarius, during this energy. So, and I don't know how long, there's no date on this reading. It may not resonate for you. It's definitely a reading for a select group of people. So if it's not for you, not meant for you, just let it go and leave it for the people that need to see this, because there are a group of you that are being called. This is like that ripple effect that I got, guys, last year. All right. And we got the Great Mystery card here. I'm going to read this one to you guys. Because once you start going forward, and I think you're just now in this answering call stage. I don't think you're at the gathering your tribe yet. But when you start seeing these other people and talking to these other people and find out there's other things going on, you're going to go, oh, wow, that reading was for me. Okay? So, Great Mystery is having faith and knowing that you're being divinely guided, because you got at least two ancestors that I'm picking up on that are coming in giving you these messages. All right? Even when you have doubts, you're being guided. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Okay, now this is after you start finding these people and you start figuring out what you're going to do with this. Even if you can't see into the future, have faith. The path will be illuminated, and go forward. If you have any reoccurring challenges, and guys, this is not going to be without challenges. Everything has challenges to it because you're meant to grow, right? So this is the idea that the Great Spirit is so vast and profound that in many ways it's unknowable. This is my favorite line in this. Faith is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible. And patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Trust. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. So you're going to plant seeds for this, because you're answering this call. And then you're starting to step up into this tribal spirit dancer energy where you are one of this group that is wanting to take this on when you figure out exactly what it is that you're trying to heal. And you say yes to this. Okay. You're not going to let it restrict you. And even though people are going, what? You're like 42 years old and you're going to go back to school and change your whole life? And you're like, yes, I am, because I'm being called. And your higher, okay. Oh, okay. So they're telling me your higher heart is being activated, because this is where you are going to be in the future able to help a lot of people. Okay. Not only are you going to heal this thing in your past, in your ancestral lineage, you're going to help people stop it before it happens in theirs. Because people are going to come to you. They're going to come to you with their feelings, and they're not going to be scared to talk. They're going to be wanting to step up and say, I know this happened in my family and I don't want it to happen again. And I see the signs. I need help. Okay. So you are definitely going to be somebody that creates a pivotal moment for some people in their lives going into the future. All right. So take this to heart. If this is your reading, you're here to explore, expand, and step into your extraordinary self. All right. There's times when you need to, just step up and live an ordinary life, but there's other times where you just need to say, okay, I'm going to do this, and you choose it on your terms. All right. So you move this. This is moving beyond situations you've outgrown, clearing out mental and emotional, baggage that you've got with you. All right. So this is also about not accepting rules that you've placed on yourself. Of, I'm going to do this job for the rest of my life, so I might as well like it. It might be something about your job you don't like, but you decide you're going to now live life on your terms, and you're going to answer this call from the ancestors. All right. Because you got the dream traveler here, and the dream traveler is talking about you. This is you. You are a channel for spirit. You are trusting your intuition, your gut reactions. So this is where you become the visionary, because it's a message that you're on the right path, even if it doesn't seem like it. All right. And this feels like this is going into the future after you start talking to other people and realizing that you are meant to do this, because you've got your higher self, your guides, your ancestors. They're all watching over you. All right. So you are starting to dream the different ways that you can take this and make this something into your future. All right. You might even be having dreams where you've in your on the astral level going and picking up wisdom and guidance for this. Your ancestors might be actually coming in and talking to you, okay? And you've got this energy of a visionary, healer, seer. So messages from your ancestors and your even other people on the physical plane, and your ancestors are coming in, telling you about this medicine that you have, okay? So this is talking about you totally, really seriously, guys, taking a whole turn around to do something different because you suddenly feel called up. All right. So this is where you start tapping into your wisdom, your clairvoyance, and you start getting deep insights from this. All right. You start pulling your awareness inward and ancient knowledge from your ancestors. You might get little flashes even of a past life where you were connected to one of these ancestors, like as a son, a daughter, a niece, a nephew, or the other way around. You were the aunt, the uncle, that was part of this energy. Okay. So, but you're a true seeker, you're a true sharer, you're willing to step up and learn about these things to help people to change everything. You become a shapeshifter because you change from one area of your life and totally turn your life around to make it something even bigger. Because, you can be anything you want to, guys. You can change. If you let go of your attachment to who you think you are, you can now see different ways of being, seeing reality. You might, because of these other people, see different points of view that you never thought of before, thinking outside the box. Okay. So maybe, at this point you start shifting how you see people, how you see situations. You start being able to pick up on the energy and having this deep knowing. You end up with this deep knowing of when these people come to ask you for help, you instinctively know, or you pick up on when they start telling you about what's going on, you intuitively pick up on what is they're wanting to change, some kind of fear energy that you ask them about. They maybe break down and then tell you what it is that they're scared of, which then makes you even able to help them even more as this shapeshifter energy, okay? Because now you have this deep knowing within that that and this is like even after maybe you go back to school, change up, get your degree, or start moving into the future, and who you believe that you are totally changes. And the people that come to you they come to you, and this doesn't take very long, and they totally relax, and they have total faith in you because they can feel that higher heart energy that you genuinely want to help. And when you start helping these people, then you are now helping your ancestors. You are now clearing up any kind of past vibration that came from other ancestors that's flowing around in your blood, your DNA. And by healing and changing the past of your lineage, you are helping to change the future of these people that come to you for help. Okay, literally, I'm seeing somebody highly intuitive that's taking notes while they're talking to people in their office. I'm picking up a masculine energy, but this could be somebody that's in touch with their masculine side. Okay, doesn't have to be male or female, but I'm just seeing them like while they're taking notes. I'm seeing on the side of the notepad they're saying, okay, I see these colors in their aura, or I'm picking up on this energy, and they're writing in their own little shorthand. Has anybody created their own little? If you haven't, you will. Your own little shorthand where you'll write down just initials or the first and last letter of a word and you know what it means. Or maybe you take shorthand in college or did it one time and that's how you take your notes. Is that a message for someone? Okay, but you are shifting and changing into this white buffalo. Okay, and I'm going to read y'all this white buffalo card because this is, I feel like, again, like I said, this is somebody just now coming into this energy, but this is going into the near future and how the potential of how you change and help these people. Okay, so white buffalo is let me read y'all this card, see if I can find it here in the book. Okay, abundance and security are flowing, all things are possible, balance and harmony. You may be called upon to stand up for others, but you can do this because you have the support of many beings in the spiritual realm. So I think you also have some spirit guides. It feels like it literally feels like there's a group of them. But I know for sure there's at least 2 ancestors that are stepping forward saying, we see the potential. Now we want you to see it. Okay? And you're feeling very, when you get these messages from your ancestors, you are feeling very grounded. You feel the energy shifting. Your higher self knows that you can trust these messages that you're getting. And everything really starts to flow after this. You really step into this energy of being the one who paves the way for these people to heal things in themselves. Okay? Maybe in a way that they didn't even think was completely possible. And a lot of it has to do with your belief in yourself and that you are bound and determined to help because you have these visionary and seer abilities that are bubbling below the surface. Okay? This helps restore balance for these people. It speaks of a time of where you're helping. I mean, some of these people are going to feel like that was a miracle that you were able to help them heal this because they didn't think it was possible. So you're being a channel for these energies that are coming in for you and answering that call. All right. Now you don't have to do anything alone. Anytime you feel like it gets overwhelming, just meditate, release the stress of, and be in the moment of being, because you may not know how this is going to come to you or how this is going to change for you, but it is coming and it is going to change. And this is what the potential of you evolving into is. And all this knowledge comes to you. And a lot of it is your ancestors. So they're telling me some of your ancestors might even help you pick out certain extracurricular classes that help you to open up your intuition more and tap into your healer, visionary, healer energies, okay? And definitely some of the people that meet you later on will also feel this healing, see right through me. I feel like you know what I'm thinking type of energy where you can actually pinpoint, oh, wow. Okay, so they're showing me somebody who also gets the ability to be able to, with that look into your soul, can actually even maybe see where there's negative spots in some of your energy spots in your body and somebody else's. Like you kind of like can pick up on where it comes through when you're talking to these people in initial interviews. You start picking up where they might have blocks in their energy, in their chakras or something like that. I mean, you could actually pick up where they're kind of like stuck at, where they want to tell you something, and even though they're trusting you in the very beginning, and you might even mention to them of, you ought to try meditation, or maybe you should try going to a Reiki healer, and you give them ideas of how to actually heal the stuff that you can't heal. You help them with the mind and the emotions, but they might be encouraged by you to try different healing modalities to heal physical, energetic blocks within themselves. Wow, that's huge. Okay, hang on, guys. I grounded and totally stepped back in, totally into this reading, and the messages just started flooding in from my guides. So, guys, this is a select group of you, but it's going to expand in the future. Looking at this card here, it shows me that it's going to expand, because you start finding your people, and then this group kind of expands. So this is part of that cosmic ripple I was talking about, the planetary wave that comes in during this Pluto and Aquarius on a humanitarian level, where people are stepping up to answer this call of being healers, visionaries, seers. So I'm going to pick a couple of cards here from the Healing Waters deck to see what other information wants to come through. I've already shuffled these cards. Yeah, into the unknown. All right, so let me reshuffle here. And what else do you want to tell them, ancestors? What else do you want to tell them for this visionary guide? Plan prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. So it feels like after you start going on this new path and step into this healer, seer, shapeshifter energy, you feel like you wish you'd have done this sooner. So you might have had previous psychic dreams that are starting to come in. You might have had a guide at one point step forward and say you have these special abilities, and you maybe didn't have enough. Maybe when it came through when you were younger and you were still figuring out who you actually were. Maybe this happened in your teenage years, and now you're making a connection back to your own past, somewhere in your own past where you are now saying, okay, yes, I did have this come to me before, but I totally ignored it. I wanted to do this instead with my life. And you did it and it made you happy at first, but over time, this is a time thing, guys. This is like a timeline. So over time, you became disenchanted with maybe you saw people taking advantage, other co-workers taking advantage of situations or people, things, where maybe they lie in their own pockets, or they, instead of choosing the best thing for clients, they chose something that would make them more money, or you just saw something that didn't sit with you, and over time, you became totally disgruntled. I'm hearing something about maybe you're a real estater, or maybe somebody that was, not car dealership, but some kind of place where when people go in, you got different people you can talk to, or maybe investment places. Somebody didn't follow the rules quite right in some sort of way, and over time, you just were like, after 15 years doing this, you're like, screw it, I'm just done. And then you start saying, what am I going to do now? And that's where your ancestors step in and start re-bombarding you with this energy, okay? So take that how that resonates for you. That is not going to resonate. This is definitely a select group of visionaries, healers, seers that are moving into, further into this Pluto and Aquarius energy over the next, 15, 20 years, okay? So take this how it comes in, and, again, like I said, this might even be some of you that have an aha moment where you're starting to feel those energies of not wanting to do what you're doing anymore, and this is just like the confirmation that you needed. Okay, look, I got Metamorphosis and Healer, Seer, and Metamorphosis on the split here. Okay, embrace transformation. Things are now different. Higher Healer, Seer, Priestess, Soul Purpose. So I feel like you, at some point, you did ignore this calling, but now you have the wisdom and the intuitive hunches, and you have the and look, there's the ripple effect, guys, look. But at some point, you just know this is where you need to go now, okay? And I think whatever job that you're doing now, or you just recently got out of, will give you some experience in some sort of way with whatever this new thing is that healer, visionary, seer, healing up lineages. Okay, so there may be something from that helps you to figure out exactly what it is that you're now going, you still have some skills you're going to bring to the new thing, okay? Because it looks like, this looks like rapid advancement to me as well, okay, with this, just all these cards right here, guys. I mean, once you get into this, it goes pretty quickly. Maybe you even take extra classes, or maybe you take some classes actually at school and then actually take some online, so you like double duty yourself. You know how some kids go to school these days and they take college credits while they're in school because they're always making A's and B's? It feels like you may do something like that. I feel like somebody's going to say, oh yeah, now I know you're talking about me. Okay. All right, here. So, what else? Sometimes they just don't want to shuffle, or my arthritis acts up and I can't always get the cards to shuffle like I want. Guys, I'd rather laugh at myself than cry, let me tell you. I love this ancestor message because they are definitely seeing the potential in you, even if you aren't seeing it yourself right now. Okay? What else? Let's see if there's a couple more cards for you guys. Underneath, yeah, momentum. Momentum is building. It's your time. Achievement. Once you decide to leave this past behind and go into this new wave, into the future, this new ripple effect, you are going to make a success of this. That's why you go from the shapeshifter to the white buffalo. Maybe you even go through enough schooling that you get your master's degree. But it feels like this is a very short amount of time, guys. This feels like somebody that's maybe even already has some of the credits, or you've already got something that you're going to be propelled really quickly through this. Okay? I don't know what a time limit on it. I'm not saying like within 6 months, but it feels like this is some fast-moving energy. All right? This just feels like that, whatever this is that you're just going to do there. New beginning, something's about to happen. You're already feeling these shifts, some of you, and you are determined to make this a difference. Okay? All right, guys, that's what I have for you. This is an ancestor message. They're asking you to listen and heal.